This is a follow-up video on how to tie your horse. The last one I did, when we watched it, I wasn't completely happy with how you were able to see how I tied the knot. So let's back up a little bit and we'll talk about the importance of tying your horse. Well, you always want to tie your horse in a very secure place. You want to have your secure halter tied like this with your rope, your horseman's rope. And you don't ever want to tie to like a gate, or you don't want to tie to the round pin. You want to always make sure, like you're tying to a trailer, or you tie to a ring, or to a hitching rail, or to a fence post. It's a very secure place. I could tell you a lot of stories over the years of horses that have gotten anxious and pulled back or whatever, and we've seen some catastrophes there. So and in a future video, what I'm going to do is we'll talk about what to do when your horse pulls back. Okay, there's some techniques you can do there to help him get that worked out as well. So what we'll do, we're going to talk about tying our horse. We'll dismount our horse, or we're going to tie him, say, in a wash rack, or we're going to tie him to a trailer, whatever. Now here at the barn we have rings like this that we tie to, and those rings are probably about 5 feet high. It's a good height. We're going to take our rope, we're going to double it like this. Okay. We're going to come through the ring double. We're going to come over, under through the loop like this, and then I'm going to take the rope that goes back to his halter. I'm going to go like that. Then I'm going to weave my tail through like this. Then my horse is tied. Now see how I've got him tied to where if he did get down, he can get back up. Okay. I don't want to tie him close, and I don't want to tie him too long where he can get his leg over there. So in my opinion, that's a nice way to tie him where he can stand comfortably and hold his head in a comfortable position as he can patiently wait for you to come back and get him. All right, now when we untie, we bring like this. Okay. So now let's walk over here, Brandon, and we'll do it around this rail. Now I said to never tie to a gate, but I'm going to tie to a gate because that's the handiest thing I got. But what we'll do here, let's just simulate and pretend this is a hitching rail, okay? And I'm going to come like this, come underneath, come over, like that. See here? Come like this, this. I'm going to weave my hands through like that, and I'm in business. And then when I untie, like this. Okay. Now, sometimes it takes the girls about a year to figure this out, and the boys take about a day. It's a very important thing. When you first come to work here, or you are around horses a lot like we are, you got to tie a good knot, because you're going to get yourself in trouble if you don't. You should always carry a pocket knife, always, when you're around horses, that if something happens you can cut that rope. Many times I can tell you that I've had a knife that has really been nice to have in that situation. So one more time, Brandon, let's come here. We'll double our rope, come over like this, come over, around. I'm going to take the rope, it goes back to his halter, pull it, snug it tight. Yes. Now my experience with this knot has been that he can't pull hard enough to make that so tight you can't get it unloose. Whereas some of the knots you tie, if he pulls hard enough, you can't get it loose, and that's where your knife comes in. You got to cut your rope then. This knot works pretty good. Now, couple things you got to watch out for. If your rope is wet, you know, it'll handle differently. This is very good rope here. This is like about a 5/8, I'd say, Arbor's rope that I've had for a long time, and I really like it. Some ropes are bigger than this, some ropes are smaller, but this is also a very good knot to tie in your trailer. I would never tie a horse in a trailer with some of those stretchy bungee cords or some of those strap things you can buy, because it holds their head too high and he cannot balance himself as he's going down the road in the trailer. I want him to hang his head like that in the trailer, so as your trailer shifts around, he can balance himself. So one time we had a horse back that we opened the back gate, and it went to back out, and it had one of them stretchy bungee cords on it, and it pulled that thing out about 5 feet, stretched it out, and we're all standing there and the horse won't move, and like, what are we going to do about this? Well, if that thing broke, snap and hit the horse, or snap hit you in the head and cause a lot of damage. So I tie this knot in the trailer, and a lot of times I'll take the tail of the rope and even hang it outside the trailer, so if something happens going down the road, I can reach in there and turn my horses loose. So it's a good practice. This is a probably 12.5 to 13 foot horsemanship rope, I call it. It's a good length to use. A lot of the ropes are too short, 8-9 footers. We use about a 12.5. That's what we found to be a good length for us when we do our groundwork and our lunging and many different things. So with that all said, that's how you tie a horse, in my opinion. Thank you.